Hello there, welcome back to EU4 and, well, the Papal State. Not really going to call the Holy Trinity because there's too many victory conditions here that are not, well, under my control. Let's just be perfectly honest there. I can't fight Castile due to the fact that I'm still allied with France, Austria and Portugal, which means that if the Knights are broke, well, the Knights will have a 50-year window to break free on an event that has a mean time to happen on 166 years. Which means that there's a 33% chance that I can actually do this, if things go well. Livonia has actually conquered all their territories. They'll probably take down Riga too, sooner or later. So, this is kind of looking good, at least on, well, their terms. Hungary currently has some issues with, they have some internal struggles, so they should have some rebel issues, but it doesn't seem like that actually happened. And as I said last time, we did fight a war, or rather, France fought a war for us in Europe, where we took Mantua and Verona. And Mantua here is actually getting reformed. Because why the hell not? Damn it. So I guess actually the fact that I do have some tolerance to heretics, or I actually have -2, so I have no idea why. I have no idea if the fact that I do have ecumenism is actually why things are getting converted. If it is, I'm pissed, but then I learned something new, I guess. Anyways, as I said here, we're going to... I should probably be fabricating claims, I shouldn't be talking. But as I was saying, we need to fabricate claims on... What the hell did I fabricate claim on? Oh, Castamo. Silly me then. So, Calibul, Castamo is probably what I'm going to be taking then. Potentially Sinope as well. Provence is now going down to France. Damn it. It means that Avignon will be completely... Are you kidding me? France hasn't suffered a single reformed province yet, and Avignon is targeted. Due to its proximity. Apparently either the Center of Reformation has actually, well, popped up at the wrong places, or the proximity doesn't actually matter at all. That's at least what it looks like, which is hilarious, but it is what it is. Probably, might be actually that the Council of Trent, the Counter-Reformation, it might be that they have taken it, even though I can't. So, who knows? That might actually be the why, which would be frustrating. But it's I can't do anything about that. Avignon has been converted, Mantua and Verona has become cores, which is good. I'll allow the claim here to be fabricated, and we'll fabricate another claim on Bolo. And then we're actually going to go ahead now and declare war, as soon as my guys are back home. And hopefully we'll be able to win this war. I'm a bit unsure. Oh, I've already sent diplomat. What I could do, of course, is send my fleet here to take, well, take control over the area, if you will. And it should be interesting. Also, the fact that this war will give me access to the Mamluks. I could potentially start fighting them as well. We'll take the 50 admin points, thank you very much. Kind of a valuable resource, especially since we are as aggressive as we are. And now we're going to clear war. Austria will be joining, no one else. Persia, Hejaz and Crimea will be joining on the other side. Circassia has actually broken free, which means that we now have a tiny Orthodox Genoa. Emphasis here on tiny. It really is tiny, and they don't have a single province that's actually Orthodox, which I find fun. But yeah, we're going to clear war on the Ottomans. We're going to drag the Austrians with us. They're probably just going to send these 40,000 troops here, but it should be enough. Goal here will be to take, I think, take all Constantinople. Why not? We might as well just go for Holy War, I think. Or we're just going to actually declare war here to take Biga. It should be easy to defend that, and with Austria's help, it should be even easier, if that is something I can say. And just for safety's sake, I'm actually going to send the secondary army here to help out, because we do have control over the area here, so we can actually destroy this Ottoman army completely, and that will of course be beneficial for us. Tech-wise, I believe we are at the exact same one, which we are. So that could make things a little bit more awkward or difficult, but still, things should be fine. I have no intentions of getting friendly with Portuguese Brazil at all. It's a colony nation, or yeah, Damn it, I forgot how to speak. It's a colonial nation, so there's no reason for me to get friendly with that whatsoever. Now Ottomans are still running about, because who wouldn't like to run about? I'm a little bit surprised at this, but they are being annoying. They are regaining a little bit of morale every time we fight. So I should probably, in terms of that, go for a holy war, but it didn't. Anyways, the allies of the Ottomans, I'm pretty sure again we're going to have a situation here where Hejaz and Persia can't actually get to the war zone simply due to the fact there's Karakonya in the way, there's the Mamluks in the way, and if you consider that, those two facts, then well, things are going to get awkward really, really quickly, and I should probably just have gone for a carpet siege here, which I didn't do, and I'm probably going to get punished for that. But anyways, the goal here will be to, well, slowly, more or less, siege the provinces, and then we're going to see what happens. This is actually really positive that the Mamluks are now facing uncertainties. It means that potentially I could just go for a really, really quick war, nab Antioch, and then we have Assyria that I can then start feeding. That could definitely be a very, very that could definitely be a valid tactic here. So I think we'll take tech just to be able to fabricate a claim on Antioch, declare war for that, fight the Mamluks, and hopefully take it. Again, I believe if I fight the Mamluks, it will probably be a war that I expect the Austrians and the French to not participate in. But we'll have to wait and see here. The Ottomans have actually recreated an army, which is not the best thing ever, but with Austria's help here, I'm pretty sure we should be able to win this comfortably. And again, I'm a little bit uncertain on the AI's fleet movements here, especially if you consider the fact they do have more than enough fleets here to take back the Sound, but they haven't yet. So it's a little bit of an awkward scenario here, and also the fact that they managed to siege Mentés before I could actually do anything. That's also a little bit awkward, but it's just how things are. So we're going to send some troops here to help, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm a little bit unsure how we're going to keep that army under control, but for now I'll just allow the sieges of the current provinces to finish, and then we'll focus on hunting down and destroying said army. So until that point, I'll just allow the sieges to go their course, and then I'll be back with you very, very soon. Now, I'm a little bit surprised here, but apparently Kurland has popped up, and yeah, Kurland has popped up, and the Livonian Order has actually lost all of its cores. Every single one of their cores. So I believe this achievement is basically, again, I messed up. I should probably have focused on vassalizing Livonia when I had a chance, but it seems like they could actually reform into Kurland, which is surprising enough, but I would guess that one of the, well, demands, it's actually the same nation. Again, I just got up the alliance was broken, and the fact that I do have military access with them kind of proves this is the exact same nation that Livonian Order was. They basically reformed. We also have the Teutonic Order here becoming Prussia. So I guess that means there is a limit on how long of a window you actually have to do these things, especially if they will reform into said nations. Prussia is the very same Teutonic Order, and there's no cores or anything left, so I'm a little bit unsure how this would work if you wanted to really do it properly. I'm really, really uncertain. So I guess what I'll do here is actually finish the war with the Ottomans, and then I'll leave you a couple of days next week to figure out what I want to do with this game, because personally I'm having a lot of fun. I would probably like to continue this game, but we lost some stability, probably from the loss of Livonian and Kurland. No, sorry, Livonian Order and the Teutonic Order. But how things are currently looking is, I did not actually know. I knew the Teutonic Order could reform into Prussia, but I'm still a little bit I'm just a little bit amazed at how it happened. So basically you need to take down the nations before they reach Admin Tech 10. And you also need to most likely take down said nations, or the Mamluks also by this time, so you basically have a window of 100 years where you need to vassalize said two nations, and or three nations, and also take Jerusalem, which is probably doable. Well, it's perfectly doable, it's just that I did it in a very sloppy and stupid or to some degree, silly way, and that I'm currently getting punished by it. Let's just be perfectly honest there. It's basically me making a lot of mistakes and not realizing that the nations would reform. Again, Teutonic Order is something I should have predicted, but I'm still surprised on how things panned out here. I'm a little bit unsure if I vassalize these two nations, that they'll actually count. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that, but if that is the case, then things are going to be a little bit interesting in the future. So, again, I'll have to do some research on that, but if that is the case, then things are going to get quite funny quite soon, I dare say. So, for the time being, I'll just allow the siege of the Ottomans to finish here. I'll do a little bit of thinking, see if I can mentally puzzle this thing together in a way that I can actually pull off the achievement yet. But let's face it, if I have to wait for the release of the knights here to begin with, then that puts me in a very, well, in a situation where I can't actually wait. I can't allow time to pass long enough for something like this to actually happen. And that is again here one of my biggest concerns in trying to pull off this achievement. So I'm a little bit unsure how I would do this, but basically you just have to be very aggressive in the beginning. Get your alliance with France, get your alliance with Austria, most likely still join the Holy Roman Empire, and then just go straight up north with the Casus Belli and declare war. I don't really see any better ways of doing it right now, which is a little bit concerning, to be perfectly honest. It's a little bit concerning in, well, the fact that I can't figure out a good way to do that. This is going to be interesting. If I join France, I'm pretty sure that I'll lose my alliance with Austria. But if I join France, Austria can't join. In theory, that should be very much how things should be going. If I accept this, how will Austria just drop out of my war then, since we will be enemies? Jesus Christ, France, why you do this to me? Austria has already joined the war, so I think what I'll just have to do here is see if I can... Let's face it, the Austrian armies in the area will crush my armies really easily. So I think actually in this case I'll just have to decline, which most likely lead to France getting pissy and most likely getting aggressive with me. I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully here, what I'm hoping for is that Austria will actually go home, but without me actually doing something like that seems to be very, very unlikely. I think I might actually have to make a compromise in this one, just take these two provinces just to end the war, so that I can get the Austrian forces to walk home, so I can actually join the war. Because I think that if I join right now, Austria will most likely kick my ass. That is what I'm thinking. Let's try and accept and see what happens. Nothing happened. What? Did the alliance break? No, the alliance didn't break. Since I couldn't join the war since I'm already allied with Austria, nothing happened. Thank God. I was really worried there. And as you can see here, the Mamluks are already breaking apart. We have a colonial nationalist here, and funnily enough, I think I can actually vassalize them down the line. But again, I'll look into Prussia and Kurland, see if I can actually vassalize them, and they'll play the role of Livonian Order and the Teutonic Order. If not, that gives you basically a very, well, at least for a future playthrough, it gives me a really good time frame. You have 100 years to pull it off. If you can't before that, the nations, unless you, for instance, pick off some of the provinces that are required to form both Kurland and also Prussia. God damn it, I have hiccups, and yeah, at the same time, it makes me not sound good. Anyways, I'll have to look into it. Worst case scenario, I'll have to fight both nations, take a province that is necessary to form said unions, and then work from there. But it's kind of a weird one. If you have 100 years, then you think you'll basically have to go Knights, Denmark, Pomerania, Brandenburg, whatever, Riga even, just day 1 Riga, day 1, or month 2 Rhodes, and basically work from there. That might be what you'll have to do. I'm a little bit unsure, but I'll look into it and we'll figure out next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time, hopefully, provided that there's still interest for me continuing this playthrough, even though it doesn't actually look like I'll get any achievements whatsoever. My apologies for that. I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Bye.